Yeah. Who am I? Someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. Who am I? Someone that's afraid to let go.
Yo bro, the question of the day on today's video is, what was your favorite brand new feature that NBA 2K18 did bring to the table? For me, it was definitely the badge progression bar. It was a great thing that 2K brought into the game. They listened to the community and they brought that in, and it was a great addition to the game. And yo bro, the notification gang shout out on today's video goes to Deal Kills, bro. Shout out to you. You are the real MVP on today's video. And if you want to win notification gang shout out on the next video, make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to notifications, and tell me know the gang down below in the comment section to be featured, bro. But hey, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Yo, bro, what's good, everybody? This is the real Coach, bro. We're gonna come back and know. In today's video, I have 10 things that NBA 2K18 did right. Now, actually, like a week ago, I did drop a video that was 10 things that NBA 2K18 did wrong. But today, we have a more positive version of this video where we're gonna talk good about 2K18. Now, it is gonna be hard to come up with these 10 things because this game is pretty bad. They did a lot of things wrong and not a lot of things right. But yeah, bro, real quick before we do get into that, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on the video. Let's get 35 likes for today's video. And also, bro, if you are new to the channel, be sure you go ahead and drop a sub and turn on the notifications so you never miss any of my banger content that I do got going on. And one last thing, yo, make sure you go follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram, simply with everything that I do. And also, if you want to make an impact for the voting for the How to Make Your My Player Exactly Like series, you know, what player is next, and make sure to follow me on Twitter because I do all the polls over there. So make sure to follow me on Twitter so you can participate in that. But yo, one last thing before I do get into the video. I know I just said that, but look, I just need to make this clear. None of these things, it's not in any particular order. This is not a top 10. This is just 10 things, you know, nothing in order at all. But we are gonna start off from number 10, bruh. So let's go ahead and get right into that.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Now coming in at number 10, bruh, we have the removal of party cards. Now in NBA 2K16 and NBA 2K17, one of the most annoying things was when people pulled out a party card because they was trash and they couldn't beat you. And because they was trash and couldn't win, they decided to pull out a party card because that's the only thing that can give them a boost to so that they could potentially get a win, you know, because they suck. But in NBA 2K18, they did take party cards out of the game, which was a big step in the right direction. But within 2K18 gameplay, they took a huge step back and, you know, just messed it all up, you know. But yeah, bro, the part cards, yo, it really decreased the skill gap if you used one. So it was great that they did remove those from the game.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Now coming in at number 9, bruh, when you hop on the court and the game ends, it almost starts the game instantly. So they made some huge improvements to the Got Next system, and the game started so much quicker. Going all the way back to NBA 2K14, I remember playing that game and we would be on the spot for like 5 minutes sometimes. And the amount of time the game takes to load has never really been less than 5 seconds. But with NBA 2K18, it's actually like less than 5 seconds. It's almost instant. The game starts almost instantly, which is actually great. I remember my first game of NBA 2K18, hopped on the court, it almost started instantly. I'm like, yo, there's no way it started that fast, yo, that's crazy. So yeah, that is something 2K definitely did right in NBA 2K18. They made it where the matches start way quicker, you know. It's like they made an improvement to the servers, but it's still laggy, you know. I mean, you can't have everything.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Moving on to number 8, we have the Ruffles event. Now, I don't know why, but this event has not came back to the game for like at least 3 months. Now, some people don't like this event because it only caters to the sharpshooters. If you a playmaker, if you a shot creator or anything else like that, you're not gonna have a edge on the opponent because, you know, you can't shoot as well and you ain't gonna be able to pull from that 4-point line, you feel me? Because that's limitless range area and only the sharpshooters have that limitless range badge on a high tier. But I do think it is a dope event. You know, it's got that instant matchmaking. I don't like how it has those black and white uniforms. That looks kind of retarded. But like I said, I think it's a dope event. It's just like my part, but it's got instant matchmaking for those who do want instant matchmaking. And also, it does have the Ruffles 4-point line. Now I do think that this event should come into the game more often because it is high-key dope, man. You got a 4-point line. Not only that, but that's more content coming into the game, so you're solving one of your problems right there. You know, you have a lack of content, you put the Ruffles event there once a week. There you go, your sharpshooters ahead. So yeah, I do think the Ruffles event was definitely a thing that NBA 2K18 did right. They just didn't put it in the game enough because we haven't had it in about 3 months at this point.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Now coming in at number 7, we have brand new hairstyles. They gave us a ton of brand new hairstyles this year. They gave us the LaMelo Ball, the Karl Anthony Towns, the Anthony Davis, the Jimmy Butler, and the list goes on and on. They added a whole lot of brand new hairstyles this year. It was definitely a big step up from 2K17 as well as 2K16. So yeah, giving us a variety of brand new hairstyles was definitely a step up, and I also do like how they let us dye the hair of the bleach fade. You know, that was actually dope. I like how they did that. Now, one thing they didn't do right with the hairstyles was making us buy them. You know, that was not a step in the right direction at all, but at least they gave us a brand new variety of a whole lot of brand new hairstyles, bro. That was definitely dope. And in NBA 2K19, I'm hoping that they do bring a new variety like they did this year, but also make it where we don't have to pay for haircuts. Any VC, 0 VC for a haircut. That's simple, bro.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Moving on to number 6, we have the custom t-shirt kiosk. This was such a dope feature, bruh. Such a dope feature. You're giving us the ability to make our own t-shirts, and not only that, but they're actually free. Like right now, you can go to the custom t-shirt kiosk and you can buy anything you want. Not even buy it, just get it, you know, because it don't cost no VC, bruh, which is great. Now next year, I hope they do expand on this feature, you know, give us the ability to customize hoodies, jackets, anything, even joggers and jeans and all that, the pants, everything. We should be able to customize everything. You know, they gave us the feature just for t-shirts. Next year, I hope it's everything. But yeah, bro, giving us the ability to customize our own t-shirts in the game.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Moving on to number 5, we have the dual archetype system. In NBA 2K17, they brought the archetype system, but you were really limited. You can only choose one archetype in that game. So if you was a shot creator, the only thing you could really do, your only strength, was your mid-range shooting. Now you could pull off a couple other things, but really that was it. You know, just your off dribble shooting, that was really all you could do. But in NBA 2K18, they made it where you could do dual archetypes, which means you could have basically 2 strengths instead of 1 this year. So it really allowed you to do much more. You know, like for example, let's say I want to be able to shoot mid ranges, but I also want to be really good in the paint, bro. I can make a point guard primary shot creating, secondary slasher, or the other way around. You were a lot less limited to what you could do, and that was definitely great because in NBA 2K17, you were really limited, you know, and in 2K18, you were less limited. You know, it's a lot more fun to play with a DeMar DeRozan caliber player, like a 2K18 dual archetype type of player, than a DeMar Carroll type of player, which is a pure archetype type of player. But yeah, bro, I really like this dual archetype system. Maybe we could see the triple archetype system in NBA 2K19. No one really knows as of now, but that would be low-key dope, bro, low-key.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
At number 4, we do have the ability to progress our badges in Park and Pro-Am this year. In NBA 2K17 and all the way back to NBA 2K15 when badges were introduced, you could only unlock these badges in My Career. But in NBA 2K18, we don't have to sit through that boring My Career grind, and we can actually go for these badges while playing Park and having fun. And some of these badges are actually easier to get in certain modes. Like Pro-Am, it's a lot easier to get Dimer if you're running that point guard position and you have a bunch of players around you that you can pass to, and there'll be a good scoring option. Like if you play the point guard position, you have a good enough IQ and you have good enough supporting cast on the offensive end, you're gonna easily average 20 assists a game. And you'll get a lot more points for Dimer in Pro-Am than you do in My Career. So wait, bro, you're gonna be playing versus people online, which is a lot more fun than playing versus CPU. Playing versus CPU is so boring. And in NBA 2K18, you don't even have to play versus CPU to go for your badges. Now, maybe the easiest and best option to grind badges, but if you want to go to Park route, if you want to go to Pro-Am route, you can do that.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Now moving on to the number 3 spot, we have the badge progression bar. Now this is something the community has been asking for since about NBA 2K16, I would say, to help us out on the badge grind, you know, to see how much progress we need to make for a certain badge, and you can see how much progress you've made and all of that stuff, you feel? And finally, in NBA 2K18, 2K did decide to add this badge progression bar. And that right there, that does show you, even though it looks like the 2K devs don't care about the community, you know, it looks like they don't listen to the community at all. That shows you right there, bruh. They listen, alright? They listen. It may not seem like it, bruh, but that right there, that is proof they do listen. But yeah, I do feel like the badge progression bar is here to stay for 2K for a long time to come. And it definitely does help us out a lot on that badge grind. You know, the badge grind is very tiring, very boring, and just having that progression bar there to see like how much more we need to do, that helps us out a lot. That is a great addition.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
Now coming in at number 2, this may seem like a surprise to some of you, but actually the E-League is on this list, and the E-League isn't even that bad, bro. Like for the first year of a video game, you know, taking in that competitive and constructing a league of professionals, they have done good for their first year. I know the views are down, you know, the views are down, but you got to think about it. NBA 2K18, the community is not lit right now. Fortnite is taking all them views. Not only that, but people just don't care about 2K no more because the game is bad. All it takes is a NBA 2K16 caliber game to, you know, somewhat revive the community, and that E-League will be pulling much more views than it is because people will actually care since the game is good, you know? Like, I understand the E-League is getting a ton of hate right now, a ton of hate. But with what they've done, you know, starting a competitive scene for a video game series with a horrible game, you know, NBA 2K18 is arguably the worst 2K of all time. And with the community falling apart this year and the rise of Fortnite, you know, taking a whole bunch of the community, moving it to a whole nother community, you know, this E-League has done very good. It's a very professional league, you know, they're trying to make it as close to the NBA as they possibly can, you know, they interviewing players. It's really dope, you know, if you just sit there and watch the stream, it is kind of dope, you know. Beside the fact that they're playing a really garbage game, it's actually low-key a good league, bro, I must say. Don't hate on it, bro. As soon as they get a good game, bro, that league is finna take off.
Get in my way and try to block me, I'ma show aggression. Slide on your block like Danny Glover with a lethal weapon.
And hey, bro, at the number 1 spot, we have the team practice facility. This thing is so effective for badge grinding. No, it isn't a new addition to the NBA 2K series. It's not new at all. It's just the purpose of it has changed. Because back in NBA 2K17, the practice facility was basically used to get your attribute upgrades. When you went to the practices, you know, you would get attribute cap breakers or whatever they call it. But now, bro, you can actually get any badge that you want while doing whatever drill in this practice facility. And here are some few badges that are easier, significantly easier to get in the practice facility than anything else. You got tireless score, you got difficult shots, and you got mid-range deadeye. Those 3 badges, so much easier to get in the practice facility than a my career game. But yeah, bro, definitely letting us use this practice facility to get badges, I definitely like that addition. For certain badges, it does make the badge grind easier and way more fast. But hey, bro, that is it for the video. That is 10 things that NBA 2K18 did right. And I must say, bro, it was low-key hard to come up with these 10 things right here, bro, because I got a lot of complaints about this game and not too many compliments. But yeah, bro, down below in the comment section, make sure to comment one thing that you think NBA 2K18 did right, or maybe even comment 20 things that you think NBA 2K18 did right. Just if you want to, bro. Just do you, man. Do you. But hey, bro, if you did enjoy, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the video right now, and also subscribe to the channel, bro, if you are new, and also follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram. Stay up to date with everything that I do, bro. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, bro. I am out. Peace.